Alright, so I just got out of work. I want to make sure I got the good pick right here. You know what I mean? As you can see, I got my headphones on. I brought my studio stuff back temporarily because I might have to move it again. See, and I wish I got into this sooner because stuff is moving so fast. So we low-key behind, right? So last time we talked about Lush and the dude Brandon that he got into it with on No Jumper. And like I said before, we low-key gotta do some catching up. I'm looking up, what is it, just clips? Yeah, we'll do just clips because he low-key be on top of everything. And it'll stop us from having to, dig too deep into videos and trying to find timestamps. Flacco's Revenge. That's crazy that he low-key predicted this a month ago. Here it is. Flacco's Revenge. Is this the one though? Let me try it. I'm gonna try it out for now.
Guys, dear future student, congratulations! You have been accepted.
When is a house more than a home? When it opens the next door for your kids.
So we're doing it? Okay.
Okay, so in the last video, I had a question. Now, the DC Baby Draco vs. Suspect drama, saga, whatever you want to call it, is very interesting. But I had this one looming question, and it's kind of like the why is this happening? It had seemed like it came out of nowhere, but in reality, upon digging deeper, it's definitely not out of nowhere. And on top of that, new friend of the channel, DC Baby.
Alright, so this is the video, but I'm gonna have to skip ahead. Here we go. Alright, so this is like gonna break down the beginning of, oh, you know who we could watch that actually. This will kind of help. Who better than the actual person that is involved in the situation? And he has a whole stream about it from that exact stream.
What is up?
Alright. So, this is the dude Brandon that suspect of getting into it on No Jumper with. I'm gonna actually skip to the part where he's actually showing the video. I'm gonna critique while he's watching. We're gonna get a good laugh out of bruh. I'm gonna critique while he's watching. Because obviously I'm gonna point out like where, you know what I'm saying, things could have been brought back down and diffused, and you know what I'm saying. Also, there's gonna be points where I agree, so obviously I ain't gonna be one-sided in that case. But yeah, we're gonna watch, bruh. He will eventually get to the video, but this is the dude that suspect been getting into it on No Jumper.
from a bloodline of champions. And if I don't come from it, I'm making it. Let's put it like that. And I'm thinking, dude, I watched this guy's fight against Lush, a 50-something or 40-something-year-old, admitted tweak. Like, if you look at these dudes,
we might not even watch like the whole Lush and Sharp shit just because of this. This is too new. They got way too hot, like overly to the next level. So we'll probably stick to this and then move forward from that because the Lush shit probably ain't that big, that deep. Even though I would like to cover it because just for the purpose of getting a laugh. But this is the dude Brandon. He's like a Muay Thai black belt champion. Which is gonna play a big point, like gonna play a big factor in the whole video footage.
If you look at these dudes, right? And I don't know if this was acting or what, but if you look at they did a show on it together, which is right here. I mean, these dudes look like two dudes who'll be in the same the same crack house. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Jeez.
It's absolutely diabolical that Flacco was so insidious as to put these.
He is kind of over exaggerating with the whole meth house shit. That shit's wild. Cause I mean, suspect do like, you know what I'm saying? He has a concoction of shit that he do. I agree with the Lush shit though. Lush is definitely one of them. But I would say that that suspect is more so one of them extra'd out youngsters. You know what I'm saying? Which I may not even be able to say he's a youngster because we probably about the same age.
Together in the same at the same table, but I'm telling you, if you look at these dudes sitting there, they can't stop twitching. And if you look at this man's hairline, Jesus fucking Christ.
We in the same boat, sis. So I can't go at you.
Y'all tell me these dudes don't look like they're gonna be sitting in the same crack house. I'm just telling you, somewhere in North Hollywood. That's fine. Okay, so they ended up getting in a fight, and I want to show you guys this fight because this was what was going through my mind. You know, they say never underestimate
ex-gang member who ain't make the.
Hey, they say never underestimate your opponent. So I thought in my mind when he was talking and all that, I said, dude, will I really have to mix this guy? If I mix this guy, what reference do I have to this guy's ability to fight? You know, that I could draw on. That's my training as a martial artist and a competitor, right? And this is all we got, other than a video of him getting beat up and screaming he's a pimp with some other dudes pressing. I want you guys to see this, and I want y'all to tell me how y'all think this would have went.
Ex-gang member who ain't make the cut fights, a known crystal meth user.
Lush is stupid. I'm hurt.
So you didn't knock him out. He's still talking.
Ex-gang member who ain't make the cut fights, a known crystal meth user.
Lush is on the defense the whole time. He didn't look like he threw no punches.
Make the cut fights, a known crystal meth user.
Looking and watching, making sure.
So you didn't knock him out. He's still talking.
Ex-gang member who ain't make the cut fights, a known crystal meth user.
Hey guys, U-Haul stock just went down 100%.
Ex-gang member who ain't make the cut fights, a known crystal meth user.
First, Lush is all the way wrong. If you're looking to defend yourself, you don't then extend the hand out where it looks like bruh got more reach than you anyways. You extended the hand of the side that he was swinging. Whereas if you would have kept your hand up, you would have protected yourself far more. He tried to like block it with his hand.
And he's standing there like he really beat this dude up.
He definitely is.
Let me know.
He had a Street Fighter emote.
Mic is too loud. Do y'all hear echo? He's standing there like he really beat this guy up.
Ex-gang member who ain't make the cut fights a known crystal meth user.
Jesus Christ. Jesus.
The fight is always like, sometimes you could tell, like, based on like the motion of the person that's being hit. Like, obviously, if a punch connects and like their head like does a whole turn, like, you like, oh yeah, he cooked his ass. But it's always hard to tell like the impact just by watching, you know, on the screen or even from a distance.
Okay. All right, we're good. You're the furthest thing from good, buddy. You're the furthest thing from good. You beat up a 53-year-old white dude. I'm not even gonna play y'all the footage of him cussing out the poor little girl Jaleese, or when he punched the little 18-year-old boy Kelpie. I'll play that for you. So what I'm seeing is this guy has a 3-0 record. He has a 3-0 record. 2 white dudes. Oh, was this it? Okay, yeah. This was 2 years ago.
No Jumper, coolest podcast in the world. And today,
Shout out to Adam.
excited because we have somebody who's
Our opinions may sway as we get through this video and the next. This video is kind of crazy though. We ain't gonna see much anyways, but you'll get the gist of it.
making a big splash on the scene.
Adam.
Yes, sir.
Kelby is in the
Lil
building.
Kelpie, also known as Kelpie the P. A matter of fact, you can call me whatever you want, just don't call me broke.
That's
Yeah,
right.
out
So
here
this
today.
little white
And then
dude,
co-hosting with me.
Kelpie, who's a pimp.
Big Seth Gerber, the Splurger, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Almighty for the
Yeah.
album because the record too short, you dig?
This looks like before the drugs got to him. Now he's rolling around in a faded sweatsuit with lint balls all over it. This is what happens, kids. Say no to that crack.
This is what happens.
Just say no. And I think this is where it all went wrong. I'm not going to lie. I think this is where it all went wrong. This dude beat up a small white guy. This guy has a history of attacking white people. I don't know what's going on with the guy, but he has a history of attacking white people. And I honestly was like, is he going to try to attack me? But then I looked down at my arms and I said, yeah, you're not light enough. Bro is attacking people based on the color of their skin, which is racist. He didn't attack Adam though when they was arguing, because I honestly think Adam would have beat that ass. And then he would have fired that ass, sent you right back to trying to pimp up.
That's funny, because if you see in this video, Adam's reaction is like,
Poor unsuspecting young women.
He knows who I am, bitch.
Out of here.
He knows who the fuck I am. I'm
You
getting
said
money
what?
every day. I said, Ben Franklin knows who the fuck I am, bitch.
Who you calling a bitch,
Ben Franklin, I'm
though?
calling you a bitch.
Ooh, hit on him.
he didn't prepare himself to defend. You see Adam asked, he began to run away and then turn back to help. But yeah, dude is an idiot. You didn't prepare for anything to happen. You're just talking crazy and then sit there casually.
Oh, they blanked out the fight part.
Manager when the police
Let
ride.
me just interrupt real quick.
Spitting on him is wild.
Bro.
All right, hold on. People try to pull
Hey,
that.
keep
pull
those
that
super
out on
chats
Sharp
coming.
and
You know
stuff
we
too, like,
demonetized.
where's
Don't
your-
play
I'm gonna be
games.
real, like, me and Sharp have been in the same group chat for like a couple years at this point, so I've seen some of the girls he spends time with. He definitely has some attractive women in his life. I have no idea what their relationship is, but also, you know, you got to respect it. Like,
Hey, bro, fucking Ben Franklin knows who I am, bitch.
Fuck outta here.
He
No.
knows who the fuck I am. I'm
You
getting
said
money
what?
every day. I said,
You
Ben
said-
Franklin knows who the fuck I am, bitch.
Who you calling a bitch, though?
I'm calling you a bitch.
Woo, hit on him. And then he back, boop, back.
Who even thinks of that, bro? Like, it was like a signature move. Bro. Like, never. I don't think I've had somebody like try to spit on me, but I don't think I ever like and then throw the punches. I don't even want my own spit on me.
Now Adam trying to break it up. Adam, you full of shit. Adam, hey, I'm gonna tell Adam right now. He's full of shit. I'm messaging this dude. Bruh, listen, we gonna get a pitch check. I'm telling Adam he's full of shit. I'm watching this Kelpie.
You should have just walked away at that point.
We was all trying to be in. What's wrong with you, nigga? What's wrong with bro?
That's comedy, because for as much that was done, the dude is very much conscious. We're all trying to just be in here chilling, bro.
Damn. Hold on. I gotta find my watch.
You can help his white brother.
Hold on. Boy.
ODM Slam.
Hey, Adam.
Do all that, Slim. Nigga, call me your bitch.
ODM wasn't even streaming at this time.
Who is a bitch?
Oh!
I told you.
Hey, Adam, I know you watching this. You full of shit. You should have rolled like a real wood supposed to. You can't let that dude do that to your white brother.
Did you see him pulling up his pants? That shit looks stupid.
Do all that, Slim. Nigga,
He
call me
pulled
your
his
bitch.
pants up, and they just fell
Who is a
back
bitch?
down.
Oh!
I told you.
Hey, Adam, I know
At least he's standing on it. Watch him pull his pants up, and they fall right back down. That is so
you watching
dumb.
this. You full of shit. You should have rolled like a real wood supposed to. You can't let.
Yo, I don't know how these niggas do this shit, bro.
I do that to your white brother. I don't give a damn if you got a bunch of black degenerates working for you. You was supposed to slide Kelpie before you even reach Kelpie. We would have had more respect for you if you would have did that. Bro, look, hey, bro, you let her. I never watched this shit before.
Now, you know Adam ain't doing that. His initial reaction was like, he was on the defense, and he wasn't even the one being attacked.
This is my first time ever seeing that stuff. Y'all send me money stuff. He said, nah, that ain't my fight. Man, listen, man. I'm gonna put that's why y'all losing Europe. Hey, man, listen.
All right. Let's get to when they actually get into it. Because even that was, like, absurd. So this is, like, their initial, like, first time sitting in the same room. And they get into it because suspect used the N-word with the ER at the end. Apparently. That was Brandon's whole, like, thing. But he put sus with a Z, like Suze. That was Brandon's whole thing, but sus is saying, bruh, I ain't never even said that. But you'll see, this is what I mean, like, it's so, like, this big, but it was, like, made into this super big deal. We'll watch.
Be a fighter. But I'm really not, you know what I'm saying?
I don't want to be, don't manipulate.
But let me go to this.
Right at the beginning.
Right here. So we're into the main situation that happened yesterday. This dude's crying. I mean, Jesus Christ. I mean, the guy had the shakes, man. The way he was pushing down that weed grinder.
Nah, he was for sure, like, he's like my boy Justin. My boy Justin get mad like that. Like, there's no, like, in between. Like, there's no, like, man, I'm over this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, you're just having a bad day and you just over everything. He goes from immediate, he's good, and then he's like, fuck everybody, I'll destroy shit. You know what I'm saying? There's no in between.
Thought he was gonna break his fucking wrist, but he needs it. He needs it. This guy's in full psychosis already. And you know when a man won't take his hood off because of his hairline, you know you're dealing with some serious insecurity at this point. So when I see that, I'm already knowing what I'm dealing with. I'm like,
the hairline jokes is hitting.
This dude is Crash Bandicoot. He ready to go at any second. Yeah, he ready to go at any second. And that's okay. Just don't let it be me. I'm not gonna be the one. Look, when you crash out, you're gonna be blaming your parents, your daddy, whoever raised you. You're not gonna blame me. Oh, it's all this one time this big nigga beat me up, all this type of shit. No. You're not putting that on me. You're not putting that on me.
This is Brandon right here. He low-key look different here where he's streaming than he do even here. But obviously you know that's him right here. And Sus is probably about my height. So you could tell, like, even the height differences, obviously Sus got a hell of a reach over him. But you can see, you know what I'm saying, Brandon's not a small dude.
Resident tweaker. We're not.
But low key, you would think, you know what I'm saying, Sus is tall, you don't look like he's fat, but he's not in the best shape either.
I promise you the guy would not doing that.
That could have something to do with, the drugs could have something to do with that too, though.
So let's play.
Another black man, the hard R. What are you even talking about?
I'm just asking. I'll never call another black man the hard R. And then Adam turned around and played a clip of you calling other black men the hard R. I'll never call another black man a hard R. But we have multiple clips of you on Reddit calling another black man the hard R. That hard R.
Maybe we can try to stay
Fuck is you talking about?
No.
I didn't say no curse words. I'm not gonna curse. Hey, you said the hard R. You sound retarded. You said hard.
Josh. He is frustrated. Just as he's like, maybe we could try to stay. There it is.
I'll never call another black man a hard R. But we have multiple clips of you on Reddit calling another black man the hard R. That hard R.
Maybe we can try to stay.
Fuck is you talking about?
No.
I didn't say no curse words. I'm not gonna curse. Hey, you said the hard R. You sound retarded. You said hard R. Then you said some nonsense that I said maybe it was your white blood stirring up thing.
This is where Brandon has the advantage. In the more recent clips, Brandon is a little bit more like boisterous with his you know what I'm saying, with their arguments and whatnot. But this is where Brandon has the advantage. He's super like calm. You know what I'm saying, he's just saying what he feels. He's saying what he thinks he heard or whatever the case. And like Suspect is like.
Me if I would say the hard R.
Because that's what you said.
You don't know you
I heard it, and then I asked
you,
did you slur your speech? Then I asked you if you slur.
That ain't what I said.
Now y'all just think about this. Just think about this. We're at your job. This is your place of business, right? This white man, this good white man, he pays you. He pays your bills. He supports your drug habit. Look, I'm texting Adam. You support this nigga's drug habit. And he's getting you demonetized. I'm talking to Adam right now, real time in this thing.
See, when you look at the bigger picture, bro is correct. You feel me? No matter how much like back and forth and antagonizing that was done, like the point is that, bro, like you're at work. Personally, this ain't even big enough for the altercation that's happening, to me at least, you feel me? So the first video for sure I give to Brandon.
This guy supports your dope habit, dude. That's like a dope dealer killing a crackhead, or vice versa. It's a symbiotic relationship. He gives you a job when no one else will hire you. No record label will sign you. He gives you a job. He lets you do drugs on his freaking in his facility. I've never been to the bathroom at No Jumper, but there's probably a special little groove in the fucking sink for these dudes to put their dope in. And what? How do you thank him? How do you thank him? You thank him by getting this video demonetized in the first 48 seconds. Everyone who does content knows you can't be cursing in the first 3 to 4 minutes of a video. This dude said, I don't give a damn. He had a nigga moment. I don't give a damn. My psychosis and insecurity is more important than No Jumper's continued prosperity, even though they pay me. And guys, listen, let me tell you, I'm gonna be back in No Jumper. And I'm saying all this. You know why? Because I know this nigga won't do anything. I mean, maybe shoot me. That's would be his best chance. But I'm not saying this like, oh, I'm never going back. If they call me tomorrow, well,
keep that in mind for later.
If they call me tomorrow, I will be up there. Don't call me tomorrow. I'm kind of busy. But if they call me tomorrow, if Flacco hit me like, I need you up here, and say, you going to be in the same room as suspect, nigga, I'm going to wear flip-flops. That's how confident I am that this nigga can't fuck with me on a physical level. I will be up in there with flip-flops. With my
he taking it far. I'm going to say what I said before, though. Like, I don't have no personal connections to none of these people, so, like, I can disagree and agree in some parts, but this shit is entertainment like a motherfucker. This shit is jokes.
Out. I will rub cooking oil on the bottom of my fucking soles of my flip-flops. That's how confident, and I won't take them off. I won't kick them off. That's how confident I am that I'm. That's how
Bruh, you know how hard it is to walk in flip-flops just regular? Or just with like wet feet, bro. What? You could roll your ankle playing.
Very unbothered I am about this. I'm being real. I'm being real with you. But what I'm saying is, what you're seeing, what you're seeing exhibited by Almighty Suspect, right? This is the dichotomy between the black community and every other community in America. See, people in the other communities, they say, look, I'm not bigger than the program. The only place black men realize they're not bigger than the program is in jail. Because they know they get that ass whooped if they start fucking it up for everybody else.
I agree with that. Like, I really dislike the people that they come out and break all the rules. The laws don't matter. They're just super like defiant. They can't define Brandon. They you know what I'm saying? They don't know how to take direction. They can't be told what to do. Then you go to jail and like you listen. You wake up, shower, eat, everything when you're told. Why wouldn't you just come out here, do all of that when you want to, and then you go to a job for a few hours and you just have to do what you're told? And even then you still get away with some shit. I never understood that shit.
This was this guy saying, fuck this multi-million-dollar enterprise that this good white man has blessed me with the opportunity to be the host on. Flacco's not there.
I don't share those sentiments though. Like, you know what I'm saying? You ain't gotta kiss no ass, but all at once it's a fair exchange. You feel me? You giving your time and your energy for money. You feel me? You just pick your poison. You need to decide on what it is that you want to do in life. You feel me? And what you really willing to tolerate. That's what anything though.
Josh is not a host. Josh is a behind the scene guy, the guy in the green. If anybody was supposed to maintain their composure and hold it down, it was supposed to be this little naked mole rat. And bro blew up immediately. As if somebody shot a gun and said,
nah, for real. This is like the beginning of the podcast. Like, he skipped a few minutes in, probably like 2 or 3 minutes in, but this is the very beginning of the podcast. This is how they started. So they didn't even get to like introduce the show.
Go. And he just went crazy. I'm just saying, bro, sometimes I think these dudes, not sometimes, most times, these dudes lose perspective. And can be replaced within a second. You ain't bringing nothing special. In my opinion, the watered down version of Sharp. Less drunk version too. I should you slurred your speech, and then you went into a whole rant about whatever you're talking about.
That ain't what I said.
You said a hard ER. I heard it. My ears work fine. You did. You did. This nigga right here, this light-skinned nigga right here, this high yellow nigga right here said a hard ER. That's what happened. Listen, bro. I say what I want to say. Nobody's going to tell me not to say. I called you a high yellow nigga. I called you that. Just like I told his ass today when they was like, I said what I said, and I said it again. And there's nothing you can do about it. You know what he did? He got real sassy. That nigga put his knees together like a female and looked in the opposite direction. I'm watching body language. That's how I do. This dude ain't trying to fight no fucking body. Never turn your back on your enemy, son. They ain't teach you that at light-skinned nigga university. Never turn your back on your enemy, son.
See, Suspect was like far more disrespectful with his, you know what I'm saying, his argument, you feel me? Like his way of arguing, like he goes direct to disrespect type shit. But like Brandon has a way of talking where like he takes low blows, but he does it articulately. You feel me? He articulates it in a way that he almost like makes you feel this big. You feel me? So I would understand like if you already heated, that would get to you. But like, I don't know, bro. Like for someone to have thought you said something that you know you didn't say, like that wouldn't get me mad. You know what I'm saying? Like, especially if it's just like the N word, you feel me? Just saying nigga, you feel me? Like, that wouldn't make me mad. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't get that. That's why I kind of say that this one goes to Brandon for sure. Like, Brandon definitely got the dub here because it just don't make sense that you would be that mad immediately at that. You know what I'm saying? And then you could easily be like, bro, I ain't said it. Man, I thought you said it. Bro, you thought wrong. And then we keep it moving. You feel me? Like, that would have been like, I don't get that. Like, there's so much other shit that you could have said that like that's worth, like, I don't think that was worth, like, taking that far.
I should have pulled that damn hood off his head so y'all can see that nigga's hairline is running away from his scalp. It was your white ass stirring up thing.
You asked me if I would say the hard ER.
Because that's what you said.
You don't know you
I heard it, and then I asked you, did you slur your speech? Then I asked you if you slurred.
That ain't what I said.
I asked you if you slurred your speech.
I can't tell if the video is lagging on his page or if it's me, but because this wasn't happening before. But let's keep on watching.
And then you went into a whole rant about whatever you're talking about.
That ain't what I said.
This dude got Tourette's. You get this dude flustered, he just start repeating the same shit over and over again. Nathaniel Huggins, but bro, your perspective can upset Adam's staff. Your rhetoric wouldn't be conducive for you to returning to No Jumper. Listen, man, I thought they liked crazy nigga crap over there.
Yeah, I don't agree with that. For all the mess that happens on No Jumper, like, just because he comes in and he articulates himself a different way, it ain't no different from the niggas that come up talking about their pimps and how they get hoes for their money, and niggas that come on and brag about how many kills they got or how many niggas they knocked out or whatever the case. Like, if you could put up with one of it, you know what I'm saying, with one medium, you should be able to put up with the other. You feel me? Like, there should be a balance in whatever rhetoric you choose to approach the conversation with. Like, that's the whole podcast thing, is perspective.
I thought they liked this stuff. See, but you want me to tell you what's crazy? They love the low level disrespect. But when somebody with intellect points out the root of it, then all of a sudden it becomes a problem. Because when you address it for what it is, that opens the door for self-reflection. See, I'm ashamed of the little light-skinned nigga because I know every word I say is going to hit him in the heart. And even though he might get mad and he's going to have to do some self-reflection. Damn, man, you know, damn, yeah, that nigga might be a little bit right. If he's a real nigga like you think he is, you can't get criticized, whether it's constructive or purely negative, and not look at yourself.
Yeah, that's that narcissistic personality where you never take fault. You feel me? You never could say like, you know what, I could have did this better, or you know what I'm saying, you know what, yeah, I started tripping, but you know what I'm saying. Even without the but, you feel me? Like, because sometimes the but is a cop out for you deciding to trip. You feel me? When again, the conversation could have been two, you know what I'm saying, exchanges. Did you say did you call me the N-word with an ER? Nah. Are you sure? I thought I could have sworn I heard. Nah, I ain't say that shit. Then you keep it moving. You feel me? Like, immediately it's over with. But all of this is probably 15 minutes into the video, like, and that's all the conversation been about. Yeah, I don't think it's that deep.
Nigga said this dude got a too big t-shirt on. I said, you know what, you're right, because I ordered that shit off of Amazon and didn't even try it on. I thought I got a 2X, that bitch was a 5X. That was self-reflection. No matter what you do, that is self-reflection. You have to, as a man. As a man. But now, you know, you reach, I teach. You reach, I teach. Never turn your back on your enemy, son.
Nah, I agree with that, though. Like, even growing up, I always been, like, super, like, not to say I never, like, tried to wiggle my way out of no trouble, but I learned pretty fast to be, like, just, yeah, that was me. You feel me? Like, and then deal with whatever consequence came with that. But, like, you know what I'm saying? But I was always told, like, bro, if you tell the truth, it make it easier for you to, you feel me, not get out of the trouble. But, you know what I'm saying? The motherfucker gonna believe you next time. You feel me? Because you will run into somebody that'll make up some shit and tell you, like, oh yeah, you did this, or you said that, or you did this. And it's like, if you got a history of lying, or you got a history of making up stories, there's very less of a chance that a motherfucker gonna believe you this time around. It's just like the boy who cried wolf. You feel me? The old story. You know what I'm saying? If you a motherfucker that just play around and make up stories all day, motherfucker ain't gonna believe you the next time you're serious. You feel me? And maybe even something more relevant to self-reflection. You feel me? Like, I was in a scenario where somebody that I work with, we do business outside of work. You feel me? So I was heated at something that had occurred, and the person that I work with, I told him, I said, yo, like, the next time we in the same room, we gonna get into it. You feel me? I'm gonna make sure that I approach this situation and get that out the way. And they had to talk me down. They told me like, yo, bro, like, respectfully, you feel me? You shouldn't do that because I feel like it'll strain, first off, our business relationship and our work relationship. And low key, you got too much going on to even go that far. You feel me? So like, I don't think you should do that. I can't stop you from doing it, but you probably shouldn't do that. You feel me? And in the moment, I'm still heated up. I'm still tripping. I'm like, I don't care. I'm doing that because I'm trying to get this out the way. You know what I'm saying? Like, and she's still like, yo, nah, don't do that. You feel me? Chill out. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It's a lighthearted exchange. We ain't really getting into it in this moment, but it's just something that was building up. And I had to sit on it for a moment before I saw them again. And I'm like, yo, remember when we was having that conversation? You know what I'm saying? Like, in the moment, I couldn't really settle into just shaking what I was feeling off and like getting over it super fast, you feel me? But like, out of respect for you and understanding that this is your space, you feel me? Like, I ain't gonna do that because I do respect you and I don't want to have that image on me, you feel me, of me being a motherfucker that just come in and make trouble, you feel me? So yeah, you gotta be able to do that in any line of work or just dealing with people, you feel me? Alright, let's get to this because I do want to get to the second video, and this video is already long enough.
I mean, if you making an enemy out of me, you said a hard yard. I heard it. My ears work fine. You did. You did. This nigga right here, this light skin nigga right.
Look how mad he gets, dog.
But
this high yellow nigga right here said a hard yard. That's what happened. This nigga, okay, do you see the angle of his face? This dude is looking at a white dude seeking validation. The dude behind the thing is either white or whatever. He's looking.
Excuse traffic going by. I'm right next to the window.
A white guy seeking validation, man. Bro, just look. Black man, you can look at me. I ain't gonna haul off and hit you because you're looking at me. I'm not gonna get offended and, oh my God. I'm not gonna get offended because you look me in my face. Men look at each other in the eyes. What you looking over there for, son? That man don't want.
He is definitely like little boying him, bro. I want to skip though. I want to skip because like they gonna argue for a minute. I want to get to the point where it escalates.
Ready to go on 10. That's insecurity right there. We calm down the arguing. We calm down the At that point, I was purposely pushing the dude buttons because I know he gonna fly out there. Like if you see a puppet, you gonna pull a string, even if you not a puppeteer, right? You gonna tug at him just to see if the arm really move when you pull a string. I'll check it right.
Nigga, I get loud, nigga. And if you feel a type of way, do something.
I'm just saying you probably
think so, nigga. Shut up.
Now this is where the fight stuff started. If you got a problem, you feel some type of way, do something about it. Guys, at what point did I express any animosity towards this dude for him to start saying do something about it? He told Adam that I started the fighting stuff. He was trying to
tell somebody what happened and no, it was like clear video footage of it is funny.
Bro, I'm sitting there calm as a damn cucumber, cool as a cucumber. You started the stuff that was talking about fighting. do something about it, bro. Like, come on, single mother. Nigga, we ain't up here to fight. We here to pod. We're here to pod, bro. Do Josh look like he came to fight? We're in a room next to freaking hot chicks and bikinis. Bro, you can see the asses at No Jumper when you walk in the door. Jesus fucking Christ. Dude, they are filming pornos in there. Why are we talking? How can you be mad seeing those
I felt that.
beautiful titties and booties? There's no way I could be upset. Like, I'm going to be real with you. When you walk into the door of No Jumper, I'm sitting on the couch, right? And freaking, I think that's Lena the Plug. I don't know the names, okay? I'm looking at boobs and booties. Dude, hot ass white chicks in thongs, lingerie. They were just walking back and forth. I think Lena said hi to me. I think that was Lena. She was like, hi, dude, I was speechless. I was like, oh my God. I was nervous. I was nervous. But they're just walking through like nothing. Adam's walking in there looking like a fucking pimp, hugging him, and they taking pictures. Most calm, but so what?
Nigga, you're a fat
What's it
turd.
called? What's it called?
You're a fat
What's it
turd with
called?
this patchy ass beard.
You're
50 with a patchy ass beard. Shave it.
Okay.
Shut up.
Okay.
Nigga,
Schoolyard
you're like 5'2".
Schoolyard insults don't.
He's little.
Hey, schoolyard insults don't bother me. Maybe in the 6th grade.
Shit? He's
And I understand why he thinks I'm little because I have a 5X shirt on. So maybe under the shirt I look small, but
is that really a 5X? That is wild, low key. Cause he's not like fat. There's some guy that I work with that's like big. You feel me? Like, and he wears a 5X or damn near a 5X. You feel me? Even that don't look like no 5X. But he don't like. He ain't that small. He ain't that big. He's husky, but he ain't big.
the one screaming the same thing repetitively.
I want to get to the point
You're somebody should be sitting had to act like a bitch at the projects. At that point, we knew we weren't on Kelpie time. Because when Kelpie said he's a bitch, that nigga got up, flung a
nigga.
Hey, I act like a bitch at the projects.
Shut up.
You had to act like a bitch at the projects. At that point, we knew we weren't on Kelpie time. Because when Kelpie said he's a bitch, that nigga got up, flung a loogie at this dude, and got busy. It was at that moment I said, this guy is not the person he says he is.
See, and those are the points that give Brandon the dub for the first video, at least. You feel me? Because, like, it's just like they always say, it's the selective politicking. You feel me? Being selective about your energy. You feel me? So, for one person, even though he said it differently, you feel me? He didn't say it directly. He said it more indirectly. You feel me? Like, he said, I don't gotta act like a bitch in the projects, whereas Kelpie said, you's a bitch. You feel me? So, but conceptually, it's the same. You feel me? Like, we know what he means.
This guy is not the guy he's been projecting himself to be on No Jumper. And honestly, I wasn't calling him a bitch like you're a bitch. I was just saying like you're acting like a bitch up in the project. But from what I gather from this tough guy, what's the dude's name? Eddie George, at the anorexic Eddie George. I thought it was just cracking at that moment. I'm serious.
Look at his face, though. He look like he having a blast.
I really thought that too, Tim. I was like, maybe the drugs will invoke, you know. We got some chat. Trying to import thing. I talk about luck. Business, my guy.
Only know women who go from only bitch in here I see
screaming and
you,
yelling
nigga.
and
Only
all that.
bitch in here I see is you,
I'm just
nigga.
saying.
That part.
The guy's so animated. The nigga's on a movie. Bro must be trying to start his acting career. I can see that. I can see that being a motivation. Bro trying to start his acting. He trying to get his Actor, my boy Rodney, thank you for the $25 in the Cash App, my brother. I appreciate that, my G. I appreciate that. But the bouncing and shit, bro. Baby Boy Part 2 will not be starring a light-skinned nigga, bro. You can stop it. You can stop it, bro. Shout out to my boy Desi. Desi, my boy from back in the day. Bro, I swear I put my house car, at least it's about 60. Trying to make y'all think. Bro was about to do the funky chicken in that bitch. The way his arms is bucked up. I mean, my arms are kind of out, but I can't help it, nigga. I'm big. Like, my shoulders is big. Like, I'm just stuck like that. This nigga just really, he like an animal, wild animal. Bro trying to pump his chest out to give the emotion.
Gang member, I know gang member.
Get to the point where he stands up.
Still coming out. I think he's standing for the third.
Yeah, that's what he said. He said he's not a gang member. Guys, this could be wrong, but I could have swore this dude used to be claiming a gang when he was first on No Jumper. I could be wrong. I don't pay attention to that shit like that. But
he skipped the part where he stood up. Let me go to just clips. Brandon, you low key messing up my vibe. See. No, we're not gonna get there yet.
You're not black. You're high yellow. High yellow. You're high yellow. Nigga, that's what you is. Nigga, stop me from saying niggity. Stop me from saying niggity. Stop me from saying niggity if I'm black. Nigga, everybody in my family black. Nigga, don't ever play with me. Nigga, it's a black man standing before you.
Should never, but I know what I heard.
What's wrong with you? He can fight right now.
All that crying.
Okay. He ain't do shit. He walked in here assuming. He walked in here assuming, yapping his mouth, nigga. That's what the happened. Hold on, I got a burp. Excuse me.
Yeah, then you sucking a lot of wind.
Excuse me. I know your fat ass know a whole lot about sucking.
Yo. Damn, we should have watched this video first.
Hey, it take a lot to go off like
tight
that.
Ass pants on. Nigga stinky with Vans on. Shut up.
That's okay. What's wrong with that?
Chubby old man. Shut up. Anyways, you look
Air
chubby
Force
old
Ones
man.
are such a
Shut
step
up,
above
little
that.
chubby old man. Shut up.
Okay.
Nigga.
Yeah.
Like I said. Anyways. Big U, he could convince Donald Trump into helping him.
He's not trying to. Hey, G League, he's not trying to fight. Guaranteed. Guaranteed.
What you want to do?
Hey, I'm telling him you're not trying to fight.
What you want to do?
All that crying.
Nigga, we can fight right now.
All that crying.
What you talking about? Nigga, you don't know who you talking to.
All that
You don't know
crying.
who you talking to.
All that crying.
You don't know who you talking to.
A nigga crying
We can
that
do
much
whatever
ain't
you
trying
want
to
to do.
fight.
Josh,
I guarantee you.
We can
He
do
can't
whatever
get
you want
me.
to do.
He can't
We
get
can do
me.
whatever you want to do
Trust
right
me.
now. On my mama,
Listen,
do whatever you want to do.
he's not trying to fight.
We right now. Where would you like to go?
Where you trying to?
Where would you like to go?
I'm about to turn off this whole.
Okay, don't turn off the live. Don't turn. Sit down. Sit down. Sit down. Sit down.
It looks so much better like this. I don't know why I didn't watch it initially. Like this, bro. From now on, I'm not watching reactions to videos. I'm watching the actual clips.
Sit down, bro. Sit down. Sit down, man. Sit down. It's literally over nothing. Hey, no. I'm not gonna disrespect you guys' face like that. That's crazy. I'm not about to go. I'm about to disrespect this guy's face.
Anyways, W.
No, I just have class. I have class.
Bitch.
I'm a man. I'm a man.
My nigga don't want to fight, not get up and tell you.
I'm a man. I'm not gonna fight in somebody else's stuff.
Shut up, nigga. They don't speak on fighting if you ain't gonna do it.
No, I said you don't want to fight.
Oh, I do.
A nigga, no. A nigga who want to fight don't say let's go outside. If you want to fight, you fight. If you want to fight, you fight. If you want to fight, you fight.
Come on.
That's for sure, though. That's what I mean, though. Like, for you to be this amped up, you might as well go on the attack. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's too much energy being exhausted.
If you want to fight, you fight. If you want to fight, you fight. No, I just know. I know niggas ain't trying to fight for real. You fight with this. You fight with this.
Playing with up here.
I'm not playing with nobody.
You don't know.
Listen, man.
You don't know.
My blood pressure ain't gonna raise for you.
You don't know.
Listen, people want to fight, just fight.
Follow me. Just get up. Follow me.
Can we go to the topic?
Are you guys going to be able to put this
Yeah,
aside?
we can definitely finish.
I can have the conversation.
Right.
We keep talking. I tried to move on to the biggie shit hella times.
If you guys want to argue and yell at each other like 5 minutes before the show ends.
Mikey. Reiterating this right now is crazy. Like, we started the show late. Like, I'm glad that the chat and everyone here is getting to watch this like unfold in real time. What are we doing here? We're trying to discuss. He's been on before. Flacco had found him. He is a content creator. His name is Brandon. He has an interview here. Everyone go check it out. You guys can get to know each other in a very different way.
He came up in here tripping on me, Jock.
This is why he loses, bro. Like, he don't let nobody finish their words, bro. Like, bruh is trying to calm the situation down, and he ain't even saying, like, you should get to know him. You guys will be the greatest of friends. He's just saying, like, if you don't know, this is who he is.
I don't...
Did he not? Did he not? Josh.
It didn't feel exactly like he was tripping on you.
Josh.
But there clearly has been...
Looking for validation definitely doesn't make it better.
Some animosity between the two of you.
I don't even know him.
I don't know him.
That's how you know this is over nothing, bro. They both looked at each other. I don't know him. They did that shit on cue.
There clearly has been like some animosity between the two of you.
I don't even know him.
I know.
That's where what animosity? This is coming I've never ever heard it. It can't be animosity because I don't know he exists until right now.
You guys are trying
this
to
one-sided.
Not fight. Like, none of this matters. Like, literally, we're just trying to sit in here.
Weirdo.
Zay is on his way. I wanted to sit in for 10 seconds. I wanted to ask you guys how your week was going. I wanted to maybe get into a topic or two. Maybe ask the chat.
Shit, the week just started.
Questions. Maybe see if there's any new music worth listening to. There's a lot of things that I thought we could do in this time period. This right here was not it.
All right. So that's the beginning of this whole mess. The only reason that I don't like this second video is because when the altercation actually started, the altercation actually started. Damn, we're skipping, like, the thumbnails are giving it away. When the altercation actually started, like, they fucking blacked out the screen. But we'll watch it still, because it's still funny.
He liked to wrestle his own matches and grab booty cheeks. Damn. He liked to defend pedophiles.
This pod was a lot more, like, friendly banter, you feel me? Like, you could tell like there was an issue still lingering, but it was more like friendly banter. It's funny because suspect wearing Vans and bruh got the Nikes on. Looks like some Air Maxes and maybe some Reeboks for real, if anything. So it's funny how that happened. It looks like some Vans suspect. I don't know. I'm not sure. Those are some you know what I'm saying? They put a little extra detail on them Vans. But yeah, this is more like friendly banter. They joking the whole time, but it do turn up. So this is the second time they was ever in the room together. Even though they still had, you know what I'm saying, been exchanging subs back and forth. Or direct ignorance to each other.
That's for sure.
That's crazy. You like to defend.
Bro looked like somebody that I know. Yo. He for sure looked like somebody that I know.
Anyone?
He liked to watch
Let's be honest. Did I defend the dude? No, exactly. So you're lying. He said I didn't defend him.
Like to watch Wee Wee.
I'm just saying, man.
The Wee Wee Watcher is out of control.
Yeah, so he hasn't uploaded to his channel in 6 months.
You bugging today. You watching Wee Wees, you pedos, you got booty shorts on. Today has been a crazy day for you.
If you go beat up that pedophile, you're going to have a lot of cool points in the streets of LA.
Beat you up.
He probably would.
No, me. beat you up.
You will beat me up?
Yes, nigga,
You can't beat me up.
Stop bringing up
You
other
can't
niggas
beat me
who
up.
in jail. Nigga,
You
nigga
really
beat
think you could beat me
Nigga
up?
beat you up.
No, you can't.
What you mean?
No.
Nigga,
You
then
can't.
I'm gonna be outside.
I'm gonna be outside as soon as this is over. If you feel that strongly, get cracking.
Follow me.
Follow you. I'm gonna walk right outside, right past you.
Outside the building.
I'm gonna walk right out the building. I'm gonna walk right out the building, and you're gonna do nothing.
You can do whatever you'd like to.
You're gonna walk right. You just said you was gonna beat me up. Now we're gonna do whatever.
All right, we're not doing none of that. No fights. No fights.
Come outside the
No
building.
You see
fights.
how niggas use coded language?
So we can do what you like to.
Can I briefly say this?
Yes,
You see how
please.
niggas use code?
That is a way to wiggle out of this shit, right? Low key, I'm starting to give video to Brandon, bro. See, when I first watched this, I was almost like cut down the middle. You feel me? Like I wasn't sure if, you know what I'm saying, maybe Suspect wasn't tripping all the way this time too much, but he kind of did the same shit that he did in the first video. He threw the idea of fighting in the air, and then turned it into like, we can do whatever. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, a fight is just hands, maybe some wrestling, you feel me, depending on the person. But once you say we could do whatever, that leaves the door open for whatever, you feel me?
He first said
you watch
he want to fight me. Then he said we gonna do whatever we want to do. This just talks crazy. Like, listen, I'm not worried about your little high yellow ass, bro. For real.
With your booty shorts on. You
We both got our shirts on.
So Papoose claims he wrote 90% of Remy Ma's music, guys. Papoose apparently claims he wrote 90% of Remy Ma's music.
You Remy Ma right now. You changing up the story.
You watch dicks. Shut
He
up.
said we could do. He said I'm gonna whoop your ass. Then said we could do whatever you want to do.
All right, bro.
Look,
you watch.
look.
You know what I want to do? I want to podcast. Ignore all light skin.
I want you to stop watching Wee Wees and put some pants on.
I will do both of those for you.
When you wear
I will do both of those
and
for
stop
you.
volunteering to see dicks.
Unbiasedly,
I want you to go to Turkey and get your hairline replenished and get that ball spot filled in.
Shorts off.
Listen,
I'll do that when you take your booty shorts
hey,
off. Nigga. Stop
Don-
wearing
Donnie,
booty shorts off, nigga.
Take this thing on a tour to
nigga got- I
Turkey to
play
get his
tennis
hairline
shoes on.
replenished.
Stop playing. I play tennis racket shoes on, nigga. And get
They
your
gonna
booty
revival
shorts.
y'all
Fuck
friend
you.
laughing at
it's
you.
funny. When you're funny, it's funny.
Y'all friend laughing at you.
Now
That's
here's
a
the
damn
thing.
shame.
People have to get beat up by a guy wearing booty shorts.
Hey, imagine you caught the game and got whooped out by a nigga.
The chat is nasty, dog.
That's crazy. That would be reality. That would be a reality.
I would love to see it. You wrestled on mats. We ain't seen you do nothing with your hands yet.
Hey, when you see it, you go. Well, you're not gonna see it. You're gonna be knocked out. Everybody else gonna see it.
The reality is this.
They gonna be watching. Man,
Suspect.
You know you want to make it home to your
First
kids.
it was if you call
know you want to make it home
now
to
it's
your
you ain't gonna make it home to
Come
your
on,
kids.
bitch ass
You see how the
nigga, show
story?
me.
You see how the
Show
story
me.
evolves?
Come show me.
First it was we was gonna
Just
catch a
come show
fade.
me.
Then we gonna do what you
Who
want
said I was
to
talking
do.
about
Now
more
it's
than
death
the feds?
threats.
Who said
Now
I was
it's
talking about more than the feds? You police ass.
You
nigga?
said you're not gonna make it home to your
Who
kids.
said anything about?
Yeah, Suspect lost, bro. That shit is whack, bro. You can't do that, bro. Like, you can't insinuate you're gonna cause bodily harm to the nigga and then call him a cop. You said it. Man, bro. But that's a part of like the personality trait that he has where he like just explodes. You feel me? You could tell like he the type of person that black out right in the middle of the argument. You feel me? Like, see me, I'm a blackout in defense. You feel me? But like, if we just having an argument or having a discussion and it's passionate or whatever the case, you don't black out and say shit and then go, I wasn't talking about killing you. It's like, nigga, then what you need the gun for? You know what I'm saying? Like, it don't make sense.
What does that even mean?
You cannot make it home from a fade. You big
Listen,
ass nigga.
you cannot make it home from a fade.
That is true though too. You feel me? Like, that's why, like, even to this day, like, nigga, I'm not meeting up to get a fight in with no nigga at this age. You feel me? Like having kids and having responsibilities, nigga. That shit was schoolyard shit, nigga. When you know and done been through shit, like niggas is not doing that, bro. That shit is over with. Now, if you come and try to cause harm to me, and I'm forced to defend myself, then nigga, we could do that. But then again, I'm not going out of my way. You know what I'm saying? Looking for conflict. So I agree with Sus there though. Like, Sus don't be all the way in the wrong. You feel me? But there's some personality traits that it put him in. You know what I'm saying? It put him in a bad position to try to take on the defense that he takes. You feel me? Like, bro, you already done said and did all the bullshit. You can't now walk it back. You know what I'm saying? Because I always think in the reality sense, like, bro, like, you think that we gonna fight, you're gonna pull a gun, shoot me, and then go, I ain't never said I was gonna kill him. That wasn't what I meant to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, well, you had the gun. There was bullets in the gun. You shot it. You feel me? Like, what did you think was gonna happen, nigga?
Holy shit on me.
Boy, you like a true light skin nigga.
Hey, federal faggot.
You should have that energy in that alley that day.
You a federal faggot.
You should have that energy in that alley that day.
Federal faggot.
I'm gonna listen.
We gotta watch this.
This is a fact.
He's a federal faggot and a wee-wee watcher.
Can I get a word? Can I get a word? Can I get a word?
You're a see what I mean? He's so hype, he hitting the nigga next to him and then gotta apologize.
This is a fact. This is a fact. I'm going to say what I want to say. I call this nigga Antoine Dotson and everything else. I'm still going to come to no jumper. I'm going to walk in and out this. If I want to do something, there's nothing but space and opportunity. Ain't worried about a light skin, no nigga, period. So if that gay, he's always bringing up fighting. You can't be the nigga bringing up fighting, trying to put it on another nigga to do something.
So,
but I just caught you one. I just caught you one. Just like you are.
Guys.
Yo. Yo. This is my second time watching this. Hold up. I gotta go back because it happened too fast. First, he got up. He didn't immediately, like, attack. He got up, pulled his pants up, and then moved to the side. You feel me? He stood there for a minute. Hang on. I gotta see this part again.
Guys.
Why did he stand there for so long? He had enough time to get over to him. Why is... Oh, I hate this. And this is why Suspect lost, like, completely. You stood there. You had a good 10 seconds to get to him. To at least get a few punches off. And then you may have just got pulled away by the security. He's still in a seated position. He would have had to push you back from a seated position to where you still have the advantage. You wait till the security guard gets there. And again, he may not have done that intentionally because, again, you may black out in the heat of the moment. You realize the security's there and you're saying, oh, I gotta get something in before this nigga get in the middle of this. Which he's already in the middle of it, right? I'm gonna do this again, just real quick.
Guys.
He's already in the middle of it. Hold up, we gotta count down. We gotta do the countdown.
Guys.
So I wouldn't say 10 seconds. He had a good 2 to 3 seconds, but it could have been a quick, like, get up and rush. He got up and, like, stepped to the side and continued to argue. You feel me? The spit, I don't even want to watch again for the spit because that's just nasty to me, bro. I want to watch it to see, like, Brandon's reaction, though. Look at his reaction. Watch his reaction. Yo. Boy had a hard time getting up. Oh, man. See this, bro? This is nasty. And I don't even think it got on him. You know, when you spit, it kind of like, you feel me? He may have got like sprinkles on him, but like, I think that shit went past him. Ugh, bro. That should make my stomach turn for real because that's nasty to me, bro. Like, look at how he hooked the arm. Or how he got his hand hooked around dude. I'm not sure if he's holding him or if dude just grabbed him by the arm. That's nasty to me, bruh. Again, I don't have no personal like connections to none of these niggas, but that's strange to me, bro. Alright, now when we watch, when the video goes off, bro, it's even more funny, bro. Like, alright, let's start back to here and then we're gonna watch it to the point where the video blacks out and then comes back. That way we get a fair, you know what I'm saying, a fair chance to listen and watch.
Guys.
Oh, that's when Munchie got up on the couch. I didn't even realize he started moving up on the couch like that. Cause dude is blind. Munchie is blind, so he was able to scoot himself up and then end up sitting on top of the couch.
Guys. Come
We knew we had a weapon. Let's do it. No weapon.
Man, what's going on? What you gonna do?
Nothing. Let's do something, bitch. Let's do something, bitch. All right, nigga, don't sit on me. Nigga, sit on me. Nigga, do nothing. Nigga, that part, shut up, you a bitch. You a bitch. Nigga, that part, nigga, shut up. Nigga, shut up. Nigga, shut up. Nigga, you got spit on me. You got, yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. I watched it.
Don't spit touch me. Don't spit touch me.
I watched it. Nigga,
hey, bro, y'all are tripping, bro. What's going on?
What you wanna do about it, nigga? What you wanna do about it? Meet me outside, nigga.
You're scaring me.
What you wanna do about it?
You're scaring me.
What you wanna do about it, nigga? What you wanna do about it? That part, nothing. Nothing. Look what? Do
Look at Munchie, dog. Bro, explain to me how a blind nigga ends up sitting here and then scoots himself up to the top of the chair, dog. Yo. Nah, you could tell they was doing a little bit of wrestling. Look at his shirt. Somebody done grabbed him up by his shirt for sure.
It's such a good pod before this happened, guys. Critic was so good. Nigga, intelligent dialogue. Fucking me. I was just about to say that, you know.
What the? Man, y'all tripping, bro.
Come do something.
Man, this why y'all had security, man. Y'all was on.
No jumper was cracking.
The whole time.
Come do something, Mr. Black.
Man brought a knife to.
Come do something.
No, there's no way.
Having a knife is wild. That's why you don't do all that talking, bro. You do not do all that talking when you know you're not going to defend yourself with these. You feel me? Like, don't even act like you're going to do something, bro. Like, and I always tell even my boys, like, bro, if you're not getting involved in the action, bro, kick back, chill out, bro. You're doing too much, bro. That shit is over with. Cause I done been in those situations where, bro, like, one time my man's, he had a little situation with one of my other peoples, which I didn't know that it was a mutual friend of ours, right? And he telling me, yo, bro, such and such, I got issues with bro for such and such and such. I don't want to say exactly why they had issues because I don't want to dig too deep into it, but yeah, he feeling away because of X, Y, and Z. Yo, bro, you got my back, bro. Yo, such and such. You feel me? Like, you know what I'm saying? Just, if I need you, I could call you, right? So this is a couple years back. I was leaving the crib. And at this time, I lived up on a hill in like a little small community type area, right? I'm walking down the street, and this is probably like maybe like 10, 11 in the morning. I'm finna hit the store, grab some rollies. It's like 10, 11 in the morning. I'm walking down the hill this way. Dude is my boy, my man's, who told me he wanted me to have his back. He driving this way. He see me walking. I'm just now getting to the bottom of the hill. He rolling. Yo, what's good, bro? What you doing? It's like, shit, finna hit the store, grab some rollies, X, Y, and Z. You feel me? He like, shit, yeah, I'm saying you ain't doing nothing. I'll come kick it with you. Nigga, as we talking, the nigga that he got beef with come walking down the street, dog. Like, bro, like the wildest timing, bro, right? So again, the dude come walking down the street, and this is one of my peoples. I tap him up. What's good, bro? How you? You feel me? This the homie. The nigga go to the car and just instantly reach into the car. My man's in the car. Stop! Get away! I'm like, oh, yo, bro. That's what I be talking about. First, I'm like, this is the nigga you talking about? You feel me? And I'm like, nigga, this is the homie. This was our homie. You feel me? Like, that's something that I might have been able to have a conversation with, bro, and be like, yo, bro, you feel me? Such and such said y'all had some issues. You feel me? Y'all to put on the gloves and get that out the way, or whatever the case, you feel me? But that's what I'm saying. Like, end of the story, right? I should cut the story short. My man's ain't get out the whip. He rolled the window up. He trying to keep dude from trying to get in the car. He ended up driving off. I keep it moving now. I'm going to the store still. And when my man drive off, my other man's walk off too, to wherever he was headed. But the point is that, you feel me, my man's, who I was only really supposed to have his back. It ain't like he said, yo, you gonna fight my battle for me. He implied that, you feel me, yo, just be there, you feel me, if I need you, X, Y, and Z. Nigga, now, this is a one-on-one joint, you feel me? He ain't have a bunch of niggas with him. And, again, this is the homie, so you were supposed to put more to the story on display, you feel me? Like, why would I fight my homie for my homie? You feel me? That's some fake ass shit. So I'm looking like, nigga, even if we was gonna get it in, you can't curl up in a ball and not throw no punches, nigga. What is that? Hell no. You supposed to be mixing too, or getting beat up with me, you feel me? Like, I ain't gonna just get beat up, you know what I'm saying? So Yeah, bro. Fuck that. Don't ever take no fight for nobody, and you know what I'm saying. They not willing to defend themselves either. You feel me? That don't even make sense.
No weapons. No weapons.
Come do something, Mr. Rap. There's a knife right there. Come do.
No.
Knife to. Come do something, Mr. Black.
Hefe is funny, dog. He is dying.
A knife to. Come do something.
No, there's no weapons. No weapons. No weapons.
Come do something, Mr. Rap. There's a knife right there. Come do something. Where?
A Swiss Army knife.
They are doing a good job at playing it off, though. The funny thing is bro end up getting fired for this, and the whole time they like, a knife? Where? No, I don't see a knife. The knife be right here. Where's the knife?
You're the feds, federal bad bitch.
You see what I be saying though? Too much talking really expose everything. You feel me? Like, if it's no knife, then how is he the feds? You know what I'm saying? You telling on yourself.
That nigga brought a fight to a multi-fight.
Like, share, subscribe, no jumper, running it up. We're not done yet, by the way. Make sure to subscribe to the Lush World channel as well.
This shit
Fuck you talking to? Nigga crazy as fuck. Who a bitch?
My nigga look like a baby sumo.
Yo, I am questioning whether or not bro is really blind, bro, because he hopped off the couch, hopped on the couch like seamlessly.
That shit got. I'm not gonna lie.
It was nigga tossed you, look.
No, he didn't even touch me.
You fell over. Hey, look.
Did I fall? I didn't fall. Why ain't making things up?
Hey, I gotta get man. No, you try to fake come in at the end. Look, hey. He was gonna toss you, Luz.
Yeah, you know.
That's what I meant to say. You try to fake come in at the end like you was gonna stand in.
I'm just trying to minimize damage. Now, there's already footage of me trying to like get away from skirmishes, so that's why I tried to like do my best to stand in the middle.
Bro, no, I'm trying to make sure he was good till he got the call. He said, oh, no, nigga,
He said, weapon! Bruh, he didn't even say what the weapon was. He said, a weapon!
I will say that it is improper decorum to try to bring attention to a weapon. I don't know why.
No, it's not. Stop it.
It's stupid, bro.
That nigga said, look.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up? It's a rap like the comments y'all wear or what?
I mean, look.
This was crazy.
I'm gonna read the super chats. Let's read the super chats.
Nah, they for sure had a nice little moment, dog. Everybody gonna get a kick out of this. This just happened too. Alright, here's the firing. I wonder if the video of that Brandon talking or calling in is all in one video. Let's see. This will be the last video I watch. Oh man. Yeah, I got to shower and get comfortable. Excuse me.
We are not a traditional cafe. We're completely unconventional, and my Wix website really has to capture the same magic.
I have an announcement. Many of you are probably expecting this.
Hold up. Let me go make sure RJS get in the shower. Shouts out to my youngster. He already in the shower. Shit, I was finna go tell him to get in the shower. His ass is already there. Shouts out to him. That's how you know what I'm saying, when the kids is already doing what you was intending on going to tell them to do. That's when you know, you know what I'm saying, you doing your shit.
As of today, Almighty Suspect will no longer be a host on No Jumper. For anyone who's living in a hole in the ground, there was a confrontation last night between Brandon, a.k.a. Bucci Bear, a.k.a. Dark Brandon, and Almighty Suspect that resulted in both spit flying and a knife being pulled out. Both of these are infractions.
You see what I'm saying, though? Like, first, let's even address the fact that he's getting fired, right? Bruh, this is your job, you feel me? Yeah, it's podcasting, but you don't own this. You don't own this platform, you feel me? Like, this is your job, you feel me? You don't just get to act however what you want at work. Especially when you done already got away with some shit. Right? That's where you lose, you feel me? And then you let somebody who ain't even an employee there take you there, you feel me? So it's like an easy call to be like, yo, nigga, anybody could come in here and turn you up, and you just gonna crash and ruin the whole shit for everybody, you feel me? Like, he gotta get you out the way. And then he's saying the spit, like, spitting on niggas is wild, bro. Super wild. Especially when, again, you doing podcasts, bro. The whole point of the podcasting space is to have conversations. Sometimes it's difficult conversations. Sometimes it's confrontational. Sometimes it's, you know what I'm saying, argumentative. But, like, bro, you got to be able to have conversation without the bias. You feel me? Or not even the bias, but without, you know what I'm saying, your I don't want to even say ego, but it's more so your you know what I'm saying, being able to keep yourself cool in the conversation. Even if you disagree with some shit, you should be able to be like, nah, bro, that ain't, you know what I'm saying, I don't fuck that. And keep it moving. Let somebody else give their input, you feel me? But again, you feel me? On the last video, they was making it a point to say, oh, there was no knife. I didn't see a knife. But he just said there was a knife. And he was there in the last video. He didn't say, no, Adam, there wasn't no knife for real. No, allegedly there was a knife. It sounds like there was a knife. So, if Brandon is the feds, he is also the feds. And he is in support of Adam being the feds when Suspect's not around.
That I fear we just cannot tolerate as a business. You know, many times over the past couple of years, I've looked back at the Kelpie incident, and I have felt like I was a little too lenient. Like, I feel like that incident, even though we managed to skate, essentially, because we got Kelpie to sign off on suing us.
Listing your vacation rentals on Booking.com opens the door to more guests, like this bunch. These lovebirds. Or this fine couple. For the bookings you've dreamed of.
I think it was extremely lenient of us to not fire Sus at that time. And I'm not going to lie, there's been a couple times since then, in particular with the whole Jalise thing, where it really, really felt like he was on the border of attacking her. That got a little scary for me and made me feel like, Jesus Christ, maybe this is not okay.
Attacking a woman is wild. That'd be sick. I feel like that's like beyond even firing. You gotta crucify his ass. And nigga, you on video footage, podcast, like live, and you just gonna attack the woman over words? Sick. And it ain't even your bitch. You just attacking women. That's sick.
But yeah, I just feel like we just can't tolerate that kind of stuff in here. It's just way over the line. I have nothing against him. I told him I have nothing bad to say about him. I'm not gonna come on here and trash him. I'm not gonna treat him like a sharp or anything like that. But as a business, the liability associated with having somebody on camera who we have like essentially no assurance is not going to fly off the handle like that. It's just too big of a risk, and it's just not the kind of platform that I want to run at this point. I mean, honestly, the loose cannon situation has been a very bad look for the brand. There's definitely been artists who are just straight up like scared to come here to do interviews because of the fact that they've seen that clip and they just feel like violence is just a normal everyday thing here. So that incident from last night, not a good look, and we just have to take sort of decisive action in order to avoid that. Now, was Brandon instigating? I think that's fair to say, but that being said, instigating with words is one thing, and if maybe this had been brought to me afterwards and it had been said like, oh, look at the way that Brandon was talking to him, blah, 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 maybe then it would have been a conversation, but the reality is that Sus is the one who got physical with it, and to me, it's an easy decision. If it had been...
And I see it like a two-sided sword, you feel me? Like, they were both equally attacking each other with words, you feel me? I don't see how you could be on either side in regards to whether or not who argued the most or who said the worst shit, you feel me? Especially like in the second video. In the second video, it was fairly equal in that sense. Brandon seemed like he was a bit more comfortable with, you know what I'm saying, exchanging words with suspect. So in regards to words, like, it's like Adam is saying, it's like, and I'm not like the fucking hugest fan of Adam either. I like the platform and I like, again, the entertainment factor of it. But like he's saying, you feel me? Like, if it were just words, probably wouldn't even be having this conversation.
Spit alone or the knife alone, it would have been an easy decision. It being both.
It's the second time he said the knife, and nobody else in the room is disputing or saying, hey, no, there was no knife. No, wait, no, allegedly. You know what I'm saying?
Them at the same time, you know, it's an easy decision. Now, I will address this narrative that I know that a lot of people are going to probably want to run with, since apparently Flacco ran with it in his video. Lush, do you feel like you're at fault?
Not at all. like 0%. But I think the whole way it transpired is really unfortunate. And I wish that there is a way that it didn't have to have this result. Like, I understand from a business perspective why, you know, that can't be tolerated. And obviously, especially considering the negative stigma that's already kind of lingering as a result of the loose incident and things like that. But I just, you know, the whole intention when we did when Brandon debated against Hypocrite and subsequently debated against me was to try to give people...
Before he keeps on going, because now he's starting to make more sense, but Lush ass be throwing rocks and hiding his hand, or he be presenting a different version of himself depending on who's in the room.
A variety.
Which can go for a lot of different people, you feel me? I feel like that's a universal statement that a lot of people are different people depending on who they're around, but like... there's a way of doing that where it's not deceitful, and there's a way of doing that to where it's like, obviously at work you're not gonna talk as free as you would if you were around your homies, you feel me? Or if you're around like some elder family members, you're not gonna be as vulgar as you would if you were around just your boys at the bar or whatever the case.
In the type of content that we have over here, because I feel like, I mean, there's been a consensus that we've been somewhat pigeonholed in certain genres of street rumors and activity, etc. And this is kind of like our attempt to ease our way back into highbrow content, or at least a balance, a variety of content.
I mean, a lot of us watch Jubilee. It's like one of the most popular channels on YouTube. You know, I love that kind of content. For me, yeah, creating those debates was an easy decision. That being said, I feel like you're trying to pivot away from the fact that you wanted to get Suspect out the paint so bad that you set him up in an environment in which you knew that he would resort to violence because you still hold a lingering animosity towards Suspect because of the way that he
laid you out,
knocked you on your ass.
It's actually quite the opposite. It's me, because if you look at it like this, what is the whole number one talking point of the white nationalists, of the racists, of the hypocrites of the world, of the Nick Fuenteses of the world, is that, quote unquote, per this is what they say, black men have low impulse control, black men are unable to blah, 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 blah. And that was kind of what Brandon's intention was when he came over here as an agent of chaos, similar to the agent of chaos that he was in the Tariq Nasheed orbit. You feel me?
But to call Brandon an agent of chaos, when even like...
I think it's a perfect description of him.
Okay, but even when the show started, from like my perspective, like, if the goal was to have them two sit down, talk out their issues, and have like a neutral field, even like when like they began like to argue, you could like clearly tell from like your laugh and laugh and every, it felt like, oh, okay, this felt like a pile on Brandon, and it kind of felt like okay, is he coming around because y'all enjoy him, or is he coming around because you felt like, let's get one up on Brandon today? And that's...
I don't feel like that. Like, I don't feel like it was a pile on. I feel like it was like a playful banter between everybody in the room. But they should have addressed the beef, obviously, and then tried to come to a way of neutralizing it before getting to the rest of the show. To let them exchange low blows the whole show, and then like try to get to a point where, okay, we're gonna have regular conversation and we're gonna talk about these topics and get these out the way, and then, you know what I'm saying, like, it's not a realistic way of squashing some shit and then expecting that we can continue to have these two people that have a clear issue on the same show. You know what I'm saying? Like, even if you know what I'm saying, place some boundaries and said, yo, speak your piece without disrespect or attacking such and such. You know what I'm saying? And then we'll let you speak your piece without disrespect or attacking such and such. And then we'll kind of meet in the middle to see, you know what I'm saying, how we can continue having both of y'all in the same space. You know what I'm saying? Like, none of that there was no attempt at doing that. So I kind of disagree with the pile on part, but, you know what I'm saying? Let's see what he says.
Bye.
Those who answer the call of the vagabond know that the best stories aren't.
And
I ain't never seen a two-tone burger.
I felt like once it was going left, again, not just you, but everybody in the room had a responsibility to sort of like say, "Hey, yo, chill." But even, okay, for example, even before like their sit down, for what I told everybody, again, my play was to come here and say, as a team, we thought it was good to have them sit down and on camera. But since y'all opened up the rabbit hole, we could. I said beforehand, what? Hey, bruh, this will end bad. Do this, do this, do this, do this. And everybody said, no.
Which is true. Which is true. Now
I predict everything that happened.
I was on the road, and for the record, in the group chat, I just want to lay out how this went. It was brought up in the group chat Adam's not here. Who should we have on the Tuesday show? Lush said, let's get Brandon and Suspect together. And then,
you might want to scroll up a little bit.
You reached out to them, and they both, obviously Brandon was down from the beginning, but I was informed that Suspect was down for it.
And in the debate, too, he even brought up the fact that he wanted Suspect and Brandon to sit down.
Who brought that up?
Again, I ain't watching, but you told me that.
Okay, so let's clarify a few things. To address to your first point, as far as from a moderation perspective. Could I have done better?
You was laughing hard every time Suspect said something. It was
Hey, stop trying to compete for King Glazer. All right?
Oh my God! Come on, man.
This is already my title.
Okay, sorry.
You don't need to cuff the balls that much, all right? So yeah, just grab them.
You got to do that.
Little nails feels great.
I'll let loose. You feel me? And off the ball.
It is also said that Brandon and Flacco got a closer relationship. Because Flacco invited Brandon onto the show.
So here's the thing. Number one, could me objectively, when I look at myself, because I hold myself to a really high standard, could I have been a better moderator? Absolutely. Now let's look at some of the things that I was dealing with, the unforeseen. I was not aware of the full extent of the lineup until 2 hours before the podcast. And then, so keep in mind, I'm trying to do multiple things at the same time. Make sure we get good content.
But
Hold on. I'm towing the line between, because we like conflict. We like arguments. We like that energy. The whole point of No Jumper is controllable chaos. But when it becomes uncontrollable, that's where motherfuckers got to intervene. Now,
but don't get past that line, though.
Hold on.
I wasn't aware. Why wasn't you aware? It's your show. When Adam isn't here, it's your show.
I am not the producer of the show. I'm the A mic when Adam's not here.
Nigga, it's yours. Okay.
So these conversations, regardless, I'm not trying to.
Wait, pause. Okay, sorry. A producer gives suggestions, meaning this, okay? If I'm on right, the Thursday show, okay? I don't care if Josh and Remo says, hey, yo, let's have these three. No, nigga, if I want for these two people to be here, they're going to be here. I mean, if Adam isn't here, it's your show.
Well, clearly I don't have that jug, because when I brought 150 people here, and they weren't even allowed in the building.
You could have told Josh and Remo
that narrative about the water.
You didn't intentionally do that.
No juice class.
Bro, listen, no.
Just to be fair. Okay. If I really had juice to that degree,
you might not have known, though, right? But again, if Adam isn't here, this is yours. And if Josh and Remo says, "Hey, bro, bring these," no, you can say, "No, I want one from Suspect, Brandon, and these."
Let me clarify. I was very happy with the panel.
Okay,
you feel me? But here's the thing.
Did anybody know Bizarre was coming? I had no idea.
I didn't know until.
So they sprung that on you guys too.
Yes, I knew an hour and a half before. Which I was, Bizarre's my friend.
That is another part of another piece of the puzzle that wasn't addressed. It's like, they have like a super legendary hip hop figure in the room, and all this mess is going on around that, and they couldn't keep it under control enough to even get some good content out of the person in the room that probably holds more weight as far as their name and their legacy and their place in the industry is concerned. You feel me? Like, that's what, like, that's like the most disappointing part of it, if you're looking at it from a business perspective too. Is like, damn, y'all couldn't even like put your shit to the side to get some good content or get a good interview or a few questions in to get some insight on this dude that is, again, a bigger figure than anybody in the room.
Life, I was excited about that. Shots of Bizarre, that was awesome. I wish he could have been there longer. Now,
was he still there? Was he there when the fight took place?
He had a video shoot with Be Real that night, so he dipped beforehand.
Which I thank God, right? Because that would have been a terrible.
I mean, thank God. But he probably could have helped with the security. He's a big dude. You could have, maybe
would have been a little bit more viral with Bizarre. I mean, really, if they just kept the camera on. Well, honestly, we have that camera.
Ooh. No, we have the angles.
The funniest shit about it, honestly, just to get past the fact.
That's what I need to see. I need to see the video footage of the actual struggle, which I don't think is gonna come out because Suspect had the knife, and they don't want to expose the fact that he had a knife when the whole time on the show everybody's like, He didn't have a knife. There's no knife. What knife?
That it's sad that Sus is not going to be on camera anymore, but like the way that Munchie did this, Munchie went.
Got some popcorn. You got popcorn, huh?
Like, I don't know exactly what happened in his brain, but he like popped into like a squat.
Yeah.
And look,
It's survival instincts, man.
and we all know physically.
Security footage. He almost fell off the back of the couch.
Yeah, that's what I was worrying about when I was watching it too. Yeah.
And we know that I'm not the most physically imposing figure, but if you watch the footage, I did hop up and try to get in the mix. Like, there's been other times where I didn't, and this time I did.
And who was the security guard? Like, he looked like he was like
He's the man.
Coop, yeah, he's
Coop
he
is
was
the
always
man.
at the store and stuff. He's super good, yeah.
Coop pushed Brandon back.
Well, he's super small though. Like, he's not really.
He's not super small.
He's
not
a
like a
lot smaller
giant.
than Brandon.
Okay.
He's smaller than Brandon, that's for damn sure.
Yeah.
But look,
Yeah, he
so,
looks smaller than Brandon.
so Flacco, keep in mind, I'm trying to make entertaining content, keep the show flowing with topics, make sure that we get the clips that we're supposed to be getting, and simultaneously make sure Bizarre's included and our other hosts, and not look like a. You feel me? Which is a crazy thing when me and Brett.
Fuck looking like a bitch. The problem wasn't even between you or anybody in the room. You're supposed to be neutralizing the issue between somebody that's supposed to be your homie and then somebody that's virtually going to be a part of the show in more than one way.
Have this not contentious relationship because me and Brandon are actually hella cool, but are
Not really though, man.
no really though.
I'm not gonna let you get that off, man.
No, we really are
We have
actually.
some issues, but I don't
No,
think
we
we
don't.
hate each other, right?
We have no issues.
True, but super cool is not even like a viable option.
They did a debate.
Yeah.
Cooler than you think we are.
I did a
promise
debate,
you.
and I mean, he gave you a hard time about being a druggie a little bit or alcoholic or whatever, and he kind of called you like a glazer and a, a wannabe black dude type shit, whatever. Like, but
And the sky's blue.
Yeah,
You feel
I mean,
me?
it's
Like,
No, Lush, listen, no, Lush, thing is this, bro, like, you tried your best, so again, by no means am I saying it's on you. I'm saying
no, you made a whole video with that implication already. Before that, nobody was even thinking that. I get hella inboxes. This is your fault, Lush.
I'm saying, right, like in the future, man, because for me, when I look at this scenario, it's not even like a situation of, we didn't know. I told you beforehand this would happen. And I laid down all my reasons why this would happen. And it kind of went ignored. And I'm saying is this, okay? Even with the aspect of your suspect didn't know until the morning of, that's crazy.
that is crazy because but there's the thing, he got a new number. And I guess Josh had been texting his previous number. I didn't know he had a new number. Josh had been hitting up his previous number, but at the end of the day, it would have been nice for him to know way in advance, but he didn't know, and he ended up showing up regardless. And he knew that he was going to be on camera with somebody that he doesn't get along with. And I see a lot of people saying, Brandon is so confrontational, Brandon is disrespectful, etc. Well, Suspect is those things as well, but then Suspect also opened it up into the realm of physical violence, which is something that I just don't want this podcast to be like, male baddies.
And Suspect did call him like a first, which is, again,
Several times.
Yeah, that's a good point.
But
Right.
hold on.
Honestly.
Like, Adam, remember what we discussed last week on the No Jumper Show? Triggers. You know what I mean?
Don't stab me. That's my trigger. Don't fillet me.
No Swiss Army fileros. You feel me? But on top of that, like you said, which is pretty obvious, your kid is like a line that people can never cross. And Hefe echoed those sentiments, and he said the B word. I said I have no triggers. You can say whatever you want to me. I'm not gonna turn up. You feel me? I might.
That goes into what I was saying before. You gotta set boundaries, and again, in that situation, if you're trying to mediate two people that already got an issue, you're supposed to have already set those boundaries.
Turn up and go crazy, but I'm not gonna. There's nothing that anybody can say that's gonna lead me to a physical confrontation.
I also just think though that like as long as we're talking triggers, not wanting someone to insult your kid is a much more reasonable trigger than the B word, which is a very common word. Not that common to call other dudes that, but
No, the B word. No.
But also, Suspect was saying it before Brandon started saying it, and Suspect kept calling him a fag and all this other shit, and it's like, it's like, I mean.
But okay, so what's...
Nah, for sure. Even if it's like a complete stranger. Some people do that with their friends, and low-key, I don't do too much of that with my peoples, but even for a complete stranger, like, you just don't talk to people like that, bro. Like, I'll always go with, like, you treat people how you want to be treated. You feel me? That's the way I approach anybody. You feel me? Unless you know what I'm saying, initiate the disrespect. Then it's like, nigga, I don't give a fuck about you.
So there is a difference, though, since we're talking about that now. There's a difference between elementary insults, literally like grade school caps, and personal attacks. What did suspect really do to attack Brandon's character? Brandon is bringing up that's really like personal and potentially embarrassing about Sus.
Lush is forgetting the whole first altercation.
He's talking about, oh, you got put up or whatever, the BPS thing.
What started that, though?
This is what I mean by the selective, you know what I'm saying, energy.
Who started that?
Because when the show started, again, Brandon said, yo, let's just go to topics. And then wait. And then a topic started off with the assist shit. And then I feel like what like sparked it off was when Suspect was like, yo, if you like did not attack me, you wouldn't be here, you ain't shit. And then he responded back with, well, if you acting right like uncontrollable, I think he says like beta, then if that's what it took for me to be here, then like so be it. So I feel like it, and he was trying to do topics. Y'all
No.
have
Fuck
to
that.
back and forth.
Shut the fuck up. You're wrong.
Okay.
No, and this is the
But
issue.
that's
No. I have a huge issue with what you just said. Trying to do topics, we literally had Sharp in the title. Torso Gate was part of the title. The first two topics on the screen said Sharp's name. We're trying to discuss it.
I want to keep this going. It's only a minute and some change. I want to say one more thing and then I'll let it finish. Excuse me. They're completely forgetting about the first altercation. And Adam already said, if it was just words, whatever. It's when it escalated, when it became an issue. So all of this that they talking about don't even matter.
I'm bringing, because it winds up becoming a random conversation about pimping and would you buy a purse and a bunch of random. Me, as the A mic on the show, doing what I'm supposed to do to clip farm, which is what we do, I go back to Sharp. Because that's what he said. We ain't trying to talk about Sharp. You feel me? Like, nah, Les, you're not reading the room. I'm like, Dick, this is the topic that's predetermined. So don't talk about how he's, no, not only that, then Young and Hefe's like, you know what? Because like, obviously it got redundant at a certain point. Young and Hefe's all, yeah, let's go to the next topic, Nipsey Hussle. So I go, okay, next topic is Nipsey Hussle. We're going to start discussing that. Then all of a sudden, he's like, oh, I see what you're trying to do, Lush. You trying to like pit black men against each other. You trying to disgrace.
But he can think that certain topics is dumb and still want to talk about other topics. I'm saying at the 14
But he wasn't
minutes,
discussing the topics. You're mischaracterizing what happened.
That is very bad podcasting. Like,
Thank
there
you.
are topics to be discussed.
Sure.
They should be discussed.
Common
Give
sense.
it 10 minutes because like rejecting topics and acting like you're too good to talk about them or whatever. I'm anti that.
Alright, I'm good. I can't do no more tonight. I'm tired. I need a break. Let me get me right. Alright, so, damn, 2 hours? Jeez. Shit. Well, we did what I intended on doing today. I'm hopping off of this. I got to call it a night. I think my son is already in bed, but I'm going to make sure he is. Get myself together. Get me a nice little shower in. Eat some food and call it. This GassedTV one more time. Make sure you like, follow, subscribe. You know what I'm saying? We just getting started. I'm a little key burnt out. I gotta pick a different time to do these, but when stuff is happening, you feel me? I got to get on and record. Again, I'll be doing mostly Saturdays, but when things is happening throughout the week and I can make some time to get on, I'm gonna be getting on.